Episode 33. Oh, Hot Rod got alerts. What's going to the moon? Before we get into this debate, episode 33, stock market's flying. Everyone's happy. But we'll save that for another day.
Yo, check this shit out, though. First of all, this ain't no debate. I don't know what this called, but it's not really a debate. For me, it's entertainment. And we gonna entertain y'all because this shit crazy.
All right, so we all know why we're here, right? LeBron versus MJ. All right. So I think what I'll start out with today is obviously both great players. 1A.
No, stop with the bullshit. Stop with the bullshit.
They're both great players.
Nah, because this dude be talking crazy about Jordan. I'm putting the hood up for this. You know what I mean?
DeMar DeRozan.
You know where
this dude be talking. Yeah, you show some respect.
I show respect.
This dude be this light skin. I almost called him something I shouldn't have said. You know what I'm saying? Bright light, as my boy Harry from what's that show called? I don't know. But he calling them bright lights, whatever. Be saying some crazy disrespectful stuff. Me and House, you know what I mean? Because sometimes, listen, as creative an athlete as this dude is, like the way he be talking, sometimes you would think he don't know nothing about sports. Like he don't even watch sports because he be talking crazy.
Yeah, his decisions are absolute. It's either you the best or you not.
You're not.
Right, and that's crazy to me because that means LeBron just ain't the best, and we gonna go from there. But go ahead, like this dude, you gonna say what you was gonna say now. But
I guess we'll start with scoring, right? Just as a as a whole, what in the sport of basketball? Because I think a lot goes into the GOAT debate, right? Whether it's the shoes, whether it's all this stuff outside. But if we're talking about purely basketball, which is where I generally come from, what in the sport of basketball is Michael Jordan better than LeBron at?
Scoring.
Okay, perfect.
Scoring. And
so
like,
Michael Jordan.
And like, hold up. What do you consider like when you say, hold on. You saying better than, because I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you spew your hot take, because you can't just go by.
Who's a better passer?
I don't know. Like I don't know. I mean by the numbers, because he got more assists. I say he's a better passer.
I would say just vision on the floor, getting teammates involved. I'd probably say LeBron's a better passer. Finisher.
But that's his game. That's what he do. He get people involved.
Perfect. So you would say that. So Jordan. So now we'll get to scoring. Jordan has 32,292 points.
Okay.
Perfect. It took Michael Jordan 24,000 shots to get there. 24,500 shots to get there.
Okay.
It took LeBron 22,000 shots to get there.
Okay.
So he's scoring at a higher.
So he's more efficient.
So he shoots at a higher percentage. He's averaging like a point and a half less on his career, 2 points less in his career. And he's doing it more efficiently, and he's getting his teammates involved. So that, to my point, that's more efficiency, and he's getting other people involved.
Okay, right there, I'm going to cut you. Jordan's averaging 30.1.
Okay.
Okay, LeBron's at 26.8.
20. All right, perfect.
Okay.
So 3.5 a game.
Yep.
And then assists, what's the difference?
And let's go by field goal percentages, okay? Let's go field goal percentages, okay? Yep. LeBron's at 50.7. All right, 50.7. Jordan's at 49.7.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're talking about a point there.
We're talking about percentage.
So you're talking about
regular season per game percentage.
Yeah, we're talking about percentage point here. Like I got numbers too. Yeah. Like you ain't gonna skew them towards LeBron. Like I got numbers here too.
But they're both skewed towards LeBron. LeBron he may be scoring 4 less points a game, but he's taking about 4 less shots a game, because he's shooting it at a higher percentage. He's
shooting it, dude. It's like 51 to 50%. It's like a 1 percentage point.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
but over the course of an entire career, that adds up to a difference of 2,000 shots over a course of a career.
All right, so Jordan took more shots,
and he shot at a worse rate, and especially from 3. He got him at free throws. So
of course he got him in free throws. Clutch too. I mean, it's big. It's a big difference in free throws. It's a big difference.
Free throws is
73.7 to 83.5.
Yeah, so 10% on free throws. So if you go to true shooting, which is everything all encompassing, 58.2% to 56.9%. So the fact that people say that Jordan's a better scorer, but meanwhile every single category outside of free throws, LeBron is beating him at.
Jordan is a better scorer, period, end of story, and you know that.
Based off what?
Based off the numbers, points per game. Points per game. So you're trying to put all this stuff inclusive. Jordan is a better scorer. And you like, come on, don't
if
skew
LeBron
it.
took
So
Jordan is a better scorer.
listen. Before we get on into all of this, right? I'll be the mediator because I do have respect for both sides. So let's just level it out there. LeBron James is the better 3-point shooter because 3-pointers weren't as relevant in the 90s. I think the mid-range game for Jordan, that was his bread and butter. I'd say Jordan is the better mid-range shooter. Boom, 1-1. Who do you think put pressure on the rim better and finished better at the rim? LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
LeBron James.
Jordan, that's what he does. He gets to the rim. Couldn't nobody stop him from getting to the rim at 6'6".
Perfect.
He got to the rim.
What as general basis in sport, there was no help defense in 1947 up until 2001. It was illegal to have help defense. Michael Jordan was matched up 1-on-1 every single
time
game.
out. All right. So it might have been illegal, but was they doing it? Was Jordan not getting his ass whipped every time he went to the rim by 3 or 4 dudes? So you're saying just because it wasn't allowed, they weren't doing it? But don't get it twisted. See, you never even watched him play.
I have watched it.
No, you have not. You weren't even around when he was playing.
What do you mean?
Austin, how old was you when Jordan was playing in 97?
I was 1.
You was 1.
Absolutely.
So what you talking about?
But you can go back and watch the tapes. I've gone back and watched the tapes.
No, you watching tapes. You was watching you watch games or tapes.
Games.
You ain't
I'm watching playoff games. I'll sit there.
You went back and watch Jordan's playoff.
I'll sit there and watch playoff games. I watch
series.
The finals games.
I'm watching
finals games. I'm watching finals
to
games.
my
But
point,
I'm not sitting
if
there watching
you sat there and watched
games.
Jordan's games and the way you talk about him, you're delusional. You're delusional if you watch games.
My biggest thing is I think.
And my thing, no, I ain't gonna even let you talk because the way the disrespect, because it's still close, it's a discussion, and the disrespect that you be talking about Jordan, and as close as these numbers are, even however you want to skew them, it shouldn't be no disrespect coming out of your mouth.
So I think when I get into my I think this person's the best, I could mess around and be like, okay, I actually truly firmly believe there's a lot of crossover between DeMar DeRozan and Michael Jordan, and people can take that as respect. That's just my personal opinion. But what I'm saying is this. At the end of the day, Michael Jordan he's number 2. In my opinion, he's number 2. So when I say he's garbage, I don't actually think he's garbage. I truly do believe in my whole heart, I don't think, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. What I firmly believe, me, myself, think that Jordan is 2 based off, we're talking about a person who has been in the NBA for so long. His son's in the league.
Okay, and that's where I'm going to stop you because I'm going to do this like this for you. No one's arguing his longevity. That's to be applauded. He's done it longer.
And so what is it, if you were to define greatness outside of basketball, how would you define greatness?
Michael Jordan.
No, say outside of basketball, how would you define greatness? By definition, how would you define greatness?
Michael Jordan.
Nah, the real definition, the way that I would say is how great and how close were you to the top and how long could you sustain being at the top, right? So it's a combination of peak and longevity, and I've always said that Michael Jordan has the highest peak of any basketball player to ever. There will never be
any career ever.
Yes, there will never be another player that will be able to go to 6 straight finals and win all 6 of them.
Not 6 straight.
Well, because whatever. But 6
I'd rather
finals.
go to 10 and win 4. Okay,
but that's not what I'm saying.
I'd personally rather go to 10 straight finals, straight back to 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 back, as opposed to take 3, leave. My team almost makes the finals,
but they didn't. Those almost don't count.
But 1 game shy of almost making the finals, have 2 less losses the next season, and then I would, if I'm an athlete and I lead my team and they have 2 less.
That's just like saying, I'm at the finals. But so now you're saying, all right, because Jordan left and his team was good, but it's okay for LeBron to get to the finals and lose. So that makes no sense.
Would you rather?
No, I'd rather be 6-0.
6-0 is excellent. But I'd rather make.
You know what? Let's take championships out of it because I will never talk about that. It is what it is. We know Michael Jordan's a champion. Yep. LeBron's a champion.
Absolutely.
Okay? I'm not taking nothing away. LeBron is great.
There's great.
Nothing, and let's get this straight. There's nothing that nobody's going to be ever to tell me that LeBron is the GOAT. Okay? That's just like you said to me. Yeah. LeBron can win it this year.
That's why we're saying it's not a debate.
Which he's not. That's why it's not a debate. Because I told you guys, there's nothing that you guys can say. Right. I'm bald headed. Huh? Jordan.
He got a bald head.
You know what I mean? So there's nothing. You know what I mean? Listen to me. Right? This is Jordan right here. Okay?
You got to get LeBron right next to him.
Never. Okay? He never. Because the thing is, and this is where like Jordan's always going to be the GOAT. Right? It's not even about like what he's done. What he's done and the peak and how long he did it, the numbers speak for themselves. All right? I had all this stuff in here today, whatever. I got a bunch of stuff too. I got some on my phone. But when I looked at it, it's like, okay, I give him the longevity part, right? But for me, the difference is, and you guys can agree or disagree, like what Jordan did was he built a legacy. And what do I mean by that? Like Jordan came in, he didn't come in as the king, right? He didn't. He didn't come in, he didn't have all the hype. What I give LeBron is that he lived up to every single thing. But LeBron built up a great business. And what do I mean by business? He came in as the king. LeBron knew exactly what he was wanting to do. LeBron had this stuff planned. And I give him credit because at 18, 17, he knew exactly what he wanted to do and how he wanted to do it. So he came in and every situation was what was best for him. Not the team, and they'll tell you that. It was for him.
In
on
what
the
sense?
court.
In what sense, though? I'm just
for him, off the court.
Because he got drafted to the Cavs. He has no say until his contract is up, and then...
Okay, we're not talking about his first 3 or 4 years. He had to play there.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
After that, everything was a business for him. For him. I'm not talking about the team. When he was on the court, he was not selfish.
Are you saying like outside deals, or are you saying in regards to basketball?
He did what was best for him. He went and found the best situations for him.
Right, okay.
Okay? That's what he did. Miami was the best situation for him. When he got done with them, okay, he was like, oh, I'm going back to Cleveland because that's the best situation for me. Not for Cleveland because he couldn't even stand the owner, but it was the best situation for him. Then when he did with Cleveland, he's like, I'm leaving, I'm going to LA because it's the best situation for me. Let me finish, I'm going to let you go. Yep. All right? So, and there's nothing wrong with that. Right. He changed the way the NBA is. People are doing what's best for them.
Just like we talk about with our athletes, doing what's best for them.
Do what's best for you.
Absolutely.
It wasn't the best. It wasn't like that when Jordan was playing, okay? Jordan came in and built a legacy. Call it however you want. Like, when you talk about Jordan, and you can go pull up whatever you want, even the dudes that play with LeBron, D-Wade, all them dudes, Paul George, all those dudes, when you talk about, when Jordan walked in the room, like, they see silhouettes. They can't even talk, right? Like, he put fear in dudes, all right? And fear is not a good thing because somebody try to take you out, but they respect him. Right? And I'm not saying respecting like people like LeBron. LeBron is likable, right? People want to play with LeBron. Right. LeBron's going to give me the ball. Jordan built a legacy and they respected him and they were afraid of him. He put fear in you.
That's
to me very true.
But I'm talking about if I'm on his team and I'm afraid of my
teammates weren't afraid of him. They weren't afraid of him. They weren't afraid of him. Like, come on, they go back and every teammate to a man will tell you Jordan finished first in every sprint, every drill they ever did. So he wasn't out there asking you to do anything that he wasn't willing to do.
Yeah, of course not.
Okay? But that's not even my point. It's just that, like, LeBron, like, when you look at Jordan's legacy, man, like, and I said this to you the other day, like, if it wasn't for LeBron, Jordan, there would be no LeBron. There would be no LeBron. There would be no LeBron. And LeBron pretty much said in his interview, right? LeBron even said, I hope I made the number 23 proud. Because he know who was LeBron looking up to. He was looking up to Jordan.
Yeah, but
so, and if it wasn't for him looking up to Jordan, right, and looking up to Jordan and see what Jordan had done, who knows? That nigga could be cutting hair somewhere. Like, I'm just saying, like,
that's crazy. Like,
but it's not crazy.
We also have to
crazy.
turn around. We have to turn around and think how the players are going to talk about LeBron once he's finished playing and once they're finished playing. Because as a man, when you still have to compete against somebody day in and day out, you can't go around talking about the levels that he was and the level that he could be at.
Melo and all them dudes don't care about LeBron still playing.
Because they're not playing no more.
But even the dudes that's playing, a lot of dudes that's playing right now are saying LeBron is the GOAT.
But a lot of the people,
they're probably afraid.
But a lot of the people that are playing right now that are really outwardly saying they're that LeBron is the best, they're either on a team where they're really not getting much burn and they're on their final legs trying to get whatever money they can squeeze out of their contracts.
Or
right?
It's like the Toronto Kyle Lowrys and the DeMar DeRozans. Like, we could not beat this dude.
Well, they couldn't beat him.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but them dudes ain't got no heart. Those are different dudes.
Yeah.
That's why the disrespect that you
like Paul George and them. All
no
those,
heart. We talked about this.
I'm not a Paul George guy at all. What I'm saying is I totally get what you're saying. I think that the aura of Michael Jordan is probably a little bit stronger than LeBron.
Probably.
In the sense of like, but you see that one video of LeBron walking into Bronny's game when he was in high school and everyone in the gym is like camera phones out.
Yeah, and casual fans. But when they did that top 50 of the top 50 best players and Jordan walked through and you got D-Wade and them just acting like little kids All of them dudes, they acting like, and even LeBron. LeBron was waiting for Jordan to come by and give him his due. Like them dudes was hanging on every word LeBron.
Absolutely, because all of those greats were watching him growing up. Absolutely, when you have a player that you idolize and you model some of your game after, absolutely, meeting somebody like that and getting to a level where you're playing in the NBA, playing, at the ultimate goal that every little kid wants to get to, and you finally meet the guy that was your idol and the reason why you decided to go down that path. Of course, people are going to be starstruck and have some sort of like God complex for this one kid. And that's why I'm sure a lot of the young kids now idolize LeBron the same way the NBA players idolize Jordan growing up. And that's what they modeled their game after.
I think the difference in that, to House's point, is the guys that were idolizing LeBron were all on the Houston Rockets the last series he just beat, because there was only 2 people on the team that were alive before he was in the NBA. So he's playing against the same dudes that are idolizing him, so he's not going to have that same aura because he's still playing them.
Yeah.
That's the difference, where we've never seen anything like this ever. We've never seen a dude come into the league with his son at 2 years old.
Okay, but that I'm not. We applaud that, and I love that. I love that about LeBron.
That is crazy.
I love that about, but that doesn't make you the GOAT.
I don't think anything that we're talking about in regards of legacy, in regards to how people look at you, is the GOAT. Because I only speak about basketball. The sneakers Jordan got 2 million.
Well, listen, we know that.
Yeah, right.
We ain't even going to talk about that.
But I'm talking about pure basketball. So when I look at Jordan and I see someone who quite literally could not win a playoff series without Scottie Pippen, like that to me is a really big knock on him as a basketball player.
It's really not, because if you even go back to it, and I told you the other day, when Scottie first came in, Scottie wasn't that good. Scottie wasn't even doing that much.
He's the common denominator in the. There's not a coincidence that he did not win a single playoff series in his career without that man on his basketball team. And Phil Jackson, potentially the best coach of all time, quite literally said that Scottie Pippen, in his own interview, Scottie Pippen was more valuable to the Bulls than Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and let's talk about that.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to tell you exactly why he said that shit.
Why?
All right? Because Scottie got crushed for years. Even in the documentary, documentary about with Jordan and them. Yeah. Scottie Pippen got crushed. They made it look like a baby, a bad teammate.
Wait, you're saying Scottie Pippen got crushed that he looked like a bad teammate?
He was getting crushed.
Jordan looked like a bad teammate?
Scottie got crushed in that documentary.
Yep. What was that? The Last Dance.
The Last Dance. He got crushed. He looked bad. And Phil said that, right? And you guys, all the LeBron fans or all the Jordan haters jumped right on that.
But that was on air before The Last Dance.
Jumped right on it and bring it right back up, right? What's Phil Jackson known for? Being one of the smartest coaches, right? Getting in people's heads, knowing what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. He know he didn't have to rub Jordan and tell Jordan was going to be good. Scottie, on the other hand, was a head case. What did Phil do that year that Jordan wasn't there? Final shot in the playoff game they need to win. Who did he draw up the final play for? If Scottie is so important and he's your guy, because I tell you one thing he's not doing, he's not drawing up. If Jordan's there, it's not even a discussion. Jordan might be like, and they said this, Jordan might be like, if you're open, I'm going to get you the ball, Kerr, Paxson, whatever. The play is for Jordan. He drew it up for who? Tony Kukoc. And then what did Scottie do? Sat on the bench and he didn't even go out with his team. He didn't even go out there. So
he missed a shot too?
No, Kukoc made it.
Kukoc
made it. Okay? So Kukoc made the shot and Scottie looked crazy. Got crushed for that. Okay? So my point is, Phil can say whatever he wants. As we say, when it's nut cutting time, that's like you telling one of your guys that's a head case. Just go and listen. I love these two dudes. Love them. That's like you going up to Alex and be like, you my guy. You the best dude out there. You ain't got to say that shit to Noah Park. He already know. Right. He already know. I do it with my DBs all the time. Right. See what I'm saying? So people can miss me with all that. What he say, she say, all that stuff. When we talk about numbers, and this is what it is, because we're gonna have to pick this up again. We can talk about this thing for
we can make a part 2 next week.
Part 2, part 3. Yeah. You know what I mean? Part 4, part 5, part 6, 7. Right? As many as we want. But my thing is Shade, you the true GOAT.
That's true.
You the true
no
GOAT.
Michael Jordan, no LeBron James, Shea Silver.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I mean, the thing is, when we talk about, people kill me when they talk about numbers. Like, anybody that plays sports, like, the longevity thing cannot be argued. What he's done for the game, how he's changed the game cannot be argued. I will never argue that. The reason why, but when you start, people kill when they start talking about numbers, because, listen, what means a lot to LeBron? Like, most things mean, and when he talks about it, like the most points and all that stuff, right? All that stuff means a lot to him. You know,
You think so?
He says it. He says it.
Really?
I love having these. He loves having these records. He says it. You know, that means a lot to him. But you know, at the same time, my thing is, his longevity allowed him to do that. No one can argue that, and I will never argue that. But when we start talking about, let's talk about like average. People's like, all right, he went to 10 finals. Okay, he went to 10 finals in what, 24 years?
Where he went to.
He went to 10. He went to 10
He went
finals.
to 10 straight.
I don't think it was straight. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't know if it was straight. I don't know if it was straight finals, so that means the Celtics and them had to miss some. I mean, but whatever. Whatever. I don't know if it was straight, but I know he went to 10.
Yeah, definitely not straight, because 2019 was the Raptors.
So he went 8
Warriors.
straight.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then he went.
Whatever. He went to 10.
Yeah, then he had the Lakers one, and then he had the first Cavs one.
Yeah, he's 4-6. Yeah.
He went to 10.
Cleveland in 07, 11 through 18, and then the Lakers he won.
Yeah.
He went to 10. That's my point. He went to 10 in what, 23 years. Okay? Jordan went to 6 in what, 13 years.
Right.
Okay? Like, so when you break it down to an average, they both at like 40-something percent.
Well,
They're both at 40-something percent.
Okay, so 2 things there. When I would say when Michael Jordan played in a
here we go. You can't control
No. I'm saying there was teams that were dominating for eras at a time. Forget the players, because we know that the NBA then is not what it is today. There was teams that were dominating for eras. There was more dynasties then than there were dynasties now.
I'm not talking about that.
But what I'm saying is that the Bulls dominated from a 6-year stretch.
Even without him.
You're right. So with that, right, what I'm saying is, think about Spurs, right? Bird and them with the Lakers went on their big stretch. The Celtics went on their big stretch. So he had a 6-year pocket where he did his thing. So what we're essentially saying is that if LeBron, after going to, if he stopped at 18, right? If he stopped at 18, he would have 9 in 12 years. So he would have been there at 75%. So if he shut it down after 18, he would have been better off?
If he had 9 to 18, he would have been at 50%.
No, in 9 out of 9, if he were to go to 9 out of 12 years, right? When he get drafted, 04?
03,
right.
Yeah.
So he would have had 07, then 8 years straight. So 9 out of 12 years, that's 75%. So we're saying after 2018, if he just shut it down, percentage-wise, he would have been gravy. Instead, he decided to go another 7.
He didn't decide just because of those
But
numbers,
I'm saying,
though. But we're not talking about if, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like, if Jordan didn't for 2 years. So I don't want to hear the ifs. If Jordan didn't, I don't want to hear the ifs. If Jordan did, I'm talking about the facts.
The facts is that if
there you go with the ifs though.
If he stopped after
there's no ifs. There's no ifs. There's no ifs.
There's no ifs. You're depleting his career.
I'm not. There's no ifs. How am I depleting his career when he didn't stop? If Jordan didn't leave after to take 2 years off, then what? We don't know.
We don't know.
Okay,
but we do know that if LeBron stopped in 2018,
but he didn't. So there should be no ifs.
But what you're getting at is that if he didn't stop those 2 years, we don't know what would have happened.
Wow. So Jordan would have stopped after the first three-peat. Like come on.
But no, hear me out. He won his 6.
LeBron won 4.
Yeah. LeBron won 4. Perfect.
Okay.
I understand. I'm saying
and should have had like 8. Lost to some bad luck.
I'm saying there's 2 bad losses.
That 2011 run. That 2011 run.
You saying they should have lost.
Mavericks.
And the only reason they won, the only reason they don't get me going there, because if it wasn't for Ray Allen, they wouldn't. Who hit that shot?
You're saying
who hit that shot?
A singular shot. Do you know how many points he scored right before that?
It don't matter.
In a row. One shot. That determines the game.
About ifs.
Nothing else matters.
Nope. If Ray missed that shot, they lose the game.
And if he didn't score the 12 points before they're not in the game to hit that shot.
If Ray missed that shot, they lose the game. Am I right?
And
if Kyrie missed the shot, he loses.
Exactly.
But that's not what it comes down to. It's called the whole game. Yes. What did he do the whole game? If Scottie Pippen never was on the Bulls, he'd be in that playoff win.
How we know that?
We don't know.
Exactly. So there you go. Take the ifs out. There's no ifs. Let's go about the facts. Like I said, look, he's 10 out of 23. Right. Jordan 6 out of 13. Right. They're about the same. So people want. So if you're gonna.
If it's about the same and he did it for longer, what's more impressive?
What are you talking about? It's the numbers. We're talking about numbers.
You said the numbers are almost the same, but LeBron did it for longer.
No, we're talking about averages. When you talk about sport, we talk about average.
The averages are almost the same, and LeBron did it for longer.
Right. So let's break it down.
Right. So what's
how he did it? Like, listen, you act like Jordan was dominant like all the time. No one's saying LeBron's not dominant, right? And so then it comes down to like, listen. So once you take all that out of it, to me they're the same.
So I guess my question
when you put the two greatest players in basketball history under a microscope, there's obviously going to be very small differences, and the difference that they always go to is the 6-0 in the finals and everything. I like to say that's not the end all be all in the whole discussion because I believe in the GOAT argument, right? My biggest factor, which is why I pay respect to Jordan. I'm a LeBron guy because that's who I grew up with. I've seen them both play. I've watched games from Jordan. I'm not saying that he's not absolutely excellent. My whole point is when you're talking about the greatest of all time, you're not talking about the greatest scorer, the greatest winner, the greatest perimeter defender. You were talking about the overall greatest basketball player ever. And to my eyes, and you're talking about, rebounds, the most versatile defender, scorer. Like, you go around them.
Pull those up. The numbers are not that far off.
They're not that far off.
They're not that far off. And then let's go back to this. Because
that's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying
Jordan has more steals.
But I'm talking about overall. So you have to take their peak. Yes, Jordan had a higher high, the greatest peak ever. But the fact that LeBron was able to stay one notch below Jordan, if that's what you believe, for 23 years is absolutely outstanding. Like you'll never see that shit again.
So longevity makes you the GOAT. That's what you got to say, basically. That's what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is the mix of peak and longevity. If you were the second best player ever for 15 years, that is amazing. Right? That's how you feel. Second best player ever for 15 years, amazing.
Not 15 years. He's second best player.
So how long in his 23-year career was he the best player in the league?
I don't care. This is my point. You guys can say all this you want. Like, you guys are asking me why I think he's the GOAT, and I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
So don't sit here and talk about like all this other stuff. To me, and I keep telling you, you're not going to change my mind.
No one has to change your mind because you're not going to change mine.
I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. I could care less because at the end of the day, neither one of them is paying me. I wear Jordans. I'm Jordan. When I leave here, I'm still going to be saying Jordan is the GOAT. All right? Jordan is the GOAT. Period. End of story. But I will never say anything disrespectful. And that's where y'all young punks got to start realizing you got to stop being so disrespectful. When Bron's own kids are wearing Jordans. Okay?
But you're talking about sneakers.
It don't even
sneakers. I'm talking about basketball.
Me too. We talking about basketball. So you can't knock this. Oh, he played against garbage men.
Who makes the most impact on a basketball game, LeBron James or Michael Jordan? And I'm talking about from an overall perspective. Who's elevating their teammates? Who's scoring at a higher clip and more effectively? Who's passing the ball? Who's rebounding?
Wait, time out.
Easier for Scotty and Kerr and all them to get wide open shots?
So let's get this straight. LeBron.
What?
There was no help defense.
LeBron was a better floor raiser. Listen, LeBron was a better floor raiser. If you surround LeBron James with perimeter shooting and a decent big who can get rebounds, he can have a team who's not very good and bring them to 50, 55, 60 wins. If you give Jordan, a decent, like a good number two in Scottie Pippen and one of the best rebounders in the league, the ceiling is so high. Like there's no telling how high you can get with the ceiling. So Jordan is the ultimate ceiling raiser.
Can I just add one thing to that? Why did Michael Jordan not win a series without Scottie?
I don't know. Like I
because
don't
all he could do is score at a high clip.
All he could do is score when he led the team in every category, in steals, in points. All right. Only thing he didn't lead him in is assists. But what we doing?
But what I'm asking you is why was LeBron?
He was right there. Yeah. He was right there.
Why was LeBron why was LeBron able to take bad teams to the finals and Michael Jordan couldn't win a playoff series?
How many bad teams did he take to the final? One.
4.
4.
Wow.
Before Kevin Love and Kyrie got hurt and he took that team there. I'm not hearing that.
That 2018 team was bad.
Pull up the 2018 team.
That 2018 team was bad.
Pull them up.
Remember, Kevin Love and Kyrie were hurt.
They were hurt the whole series.
No, they got hurt during the playoffs.
Before the end of the first round.
And Kyrie was already out.
Yeah.
Jose Calderon, Jordan Clarkson, Jay Crowder, Channing Frye, Jeff Green, George Hill, John Holland, Rodney Hood, LeBron James, Kyle Korver at the end of his career.
Kyle Korver was shooting what, though? Pull up what they were scoring.
Kyle Korver was shooting 38% from the free throw line.
Hold up, time out. So LeBron was scoring. So LeBron was scoring 50 points a game.
He averaged in 2018 1.8 points a game. No, I'm sorry. 2018, 8.6 points a game.
Okay, what else? So how many points was Cleveland scoring? So LeBron was scoring all the points.
I'm not saying he was scoring all the points.
So what we talking
But
about?
we're going through the
Tell me if
roster.
this team is good. Kyle Korver.
Yep.
Larry Nance.
Junior.
C.D. Osmond. Kendrick
Osmond,
Perkins. London Perrantes. Derrick Rose.
Shump
Iman
and JR.
Shumpert. J.R. Isaiah Thomas. Tristan Thompson. and Dwayne Wade. We're talking about Dwayne Wade, musty-ass Dwayne Wade, 14 years. That was his last year he played, and we know what he looked like.
Dwayne Wade
It was ass.
On the Cavs.
Don't do that.
So I'm not.
He
So
couldn't
forget.
even-
So all
So
right,
he
but
took that team to the finals.
What was they scoring though? You still haven't told me that because J.R. What's his name?
J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith wasn't scoring.
I'm about to
Probably like 12.
But I'm saying, is that a good team on paper? Is that a good team? So if someone has to score baskets in the NBA.
So you're talking about one season?
With 2 seasons that Cleveland Cavaliers team. Why did LeBron James? Why did Michael Jordan not take one team to win a singular playoff series without Scottie Pippen? That's my question. And then we got to wrap it up soon.
Because he did.
Because he can't lead a team without other players.
Stop. He was the leader. Don't ever question his leadership.
No, he was the leader on the team when Scottie was there.
On the team.
But there's no way on God's green earth that we could sit here and say that Michael Jordan can take a bad team to the finals or win a playoff series when he never did it. That's an if.
First of all,
that's an if because he never did it.
All right, and that's going to be episode 33.
That we ain't going nowhere. We're gonna see it till 4:00 because he want to start slamming tables. I can slam tables too. That don't
So that's going to be episode 33 of the Ave Podcast.
If you're ready,
if you guys are ready for part 2,
We're going to be coming back at you next Thursday. We're going to pick it up right where we left off, all right? We're going to be out. See you.